Oh, there we are. I do apologise about that. We are back. It's Carl, Newcastle Fans TV. We kick off in just under 50, or just over 50 minutes rather, against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. If you haven't already, please drop a comment in the chat and let me know what you guys think the result will be today. The main news, Bruno Guimaraes starts. So ignore my lineup here. I had this preempted that Bruno wasn't started. So I had Joelinton, Longstaff and Willock across the three in the middle, with ASM coming back into the side and out on the left. I thought, start with Maxi. It'll be a good way to try and gauge how Crystal Palace are going to play and get him back. And I think he's fit enough to play at least 60, 70 minutes. There were talks, obviously, Bruno travelling with the squad, but lots of journalists were saying that Bruno wasn't starting today. Bruno starts. What fantastic news that is for Newcastle United. A huge boost for the side. Bruno Guimaraes starts in the middle, so ignore my lineup. Completely wrong. I do apologise. So Maxi is on the bench. It's as per what you would expect and what the lineup was against Fulham. We start with no changes. Newcastle United take on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park at 5:30 in what should, hopefully, if we get the result that we want, take us back into third place. We're currently sitting fourth in the Premier League. What is going on this season? Chelsea drew with Liverpool earlier in what was one of the worst games of football. Genuinely, one of the worst games of football that I've seen this season. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Steve will be doing the watch long over on NFTV Extra very shortly. I just thought I would jump on here, do a bit of a quick build up to the game before we take on Palace. Palace looking to start strong as well. They've got Eze and Zaha starting for them today. Decore starts. Who we got? Decore starts, and it looks a pretty much unchanged side from what they would usually play. Elise sits on the bench today, thankfully, after that worldie of a free kick against Manchester United previously. Whoo, baby! If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. Newcastle United take on Palace at 5:30. Bruno Guimaraes starting, baby. What a fantastic bit of news. What are you guys expecting from today? You expecting us to get a result? Or are you not? What are you expecting it to be a tough game? Are you expecting Newcastle to run out rampant? Sorry, just checking. Yes, Sam, I'm just doing a little bit of a build-up. No watch-along on here. The watch-along will be over on NFTV Extra with Steve. I don't know who's joining him, so I do apologise, but I'd literally just thought I'd come out, say hello, get ready for the game. I'm over the moon that Bruno's starting. I think that we're going to run out 3-1 winners personally. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think it's going to be tough? Do you think we're going to hammer them? Do you think Vieira's going to sit in deep? Do you think they're going to come at us and we're going to hit them on the counter-attack? How do you think Eddie Howe's going to play it today? All I want is third place. I think we've got a real opportunity to get third place again today. Crystal Palace is sitting in 12th. Newcastle United currently sitting in 4th. I don't know what the Brighton score is. What is the Brighton score? Dwight Gale has scored a goal, by the way. Dwight Gale has scored a goal. The goal machine for the Championship usually. I don't even know if he's scored this season, but he has just scored. Dwight Gale has scored. Mental how Bruno starts. Love Eddie Howe. Tricked us all. Didn't he? He's constant mind games with Eddie. Constant mind games. People are talking about it on Twitter saying, oh, is he playing mind games? We're like, no, Bruno's injured. He's just travelling with the squad to keep the camaraderie and the chemistry up. No, he's fucking up, boys. Straight in the starting 11. Bosh. 1-0 Newcastle, says Joe. Conservative. Although, to be fair, it is usually quite a tight affair between us and Crystal Palace, isn't it? There's not usually very high-scoring fixtures. I think the last time they beat us was 2021. Prior to that, it's usually been a 0-0 draw or 1-0 win to Newcastle United. Beth is messaging me. Are you doing a watch along? No, I'm not. Not doing the watch along, guys. The watch along is over on NFTV Extra. That is with Steve. And let me just double check for you what time that is scheduled for. That is scheduled for, unless, where are we? Broadcast. Steve is going live on NFTV Extra at 5:15. 5:15 with Steve for the watch along. We're just doing a bit of a, as I said, a broadcast prior to the game. So if you see my lineup in the corner there, what is happening is that I want to say Joelinton's dropping in up top, Willock out on the left, Bruno in the middle, Longstaff across the right hand side, and obviously they'll interchange with Miggy and Wilson. Always a tough game against Palace. It is. Smashed pumpkin. It's been a while, guys. I've not been live on the channel for a very long time. I'm enjoying it. Not going to lie. Jack Notice says 1-1. Conservative. Lots of conservativeness in the chat. And I understand it. I do. But I'm going to be positive today, guys. I'm going out for a 3-1 win. It was difficult against Fulham, wasn't it? Do you know what it is? I think because ever since we've come back after the World Cup break, we've had some very, very close, tight-knit games. We've got run out, we have 0-0 draws, we've run out with 1-0s, etc. in both the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. We've not taken all of our chances. I just feel like today might be that day where Callum Wilson's going to fill his hat, fill his boots. Isaac's going to come on, run them ragged as well after 60-70 minutes. You've got ASM off the bench. I don't think that Crystal Palace have got enough to keep us at bay. Bruno starting, insane. Lewis York, congratulations, a member for 15 months now. You absolute hero. I can't believe Bruno is starting. Oh no, Eddie Howe has been a cheeky little monkey, hasn't he? Teasing us all. Bruno starts if you've just joined the chat. Bruno starts. So, that is the big news. The biggest news. Little graphic in the corner as well. I don't know if you can see that one there. Road to Wembley. Road to Wembley, lads. Road to Wembley. Southampton on Tuesday. Then the following week, hopefully we can get a good start against them at St Mary's on Tuesday evening. Lee will be there. Sam will be there. I think Josh might be there from the channel. I cannot travel down there, unfortunately. I'm back in the Midlands for the week, but I will be at the home game the following Tuesday, travelling up from Manchester. Very busy week indeed, but hopefully it will be worth it as we attempt to book a place in the final. But today we take on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Let me just get their lineup for you if you've not already seen it. It is, I'm just going to show you a picture of it. I think it's easier. I'm not even going to screen share. I'm just going to bring that up. Don't know if you guys can see. There you are. Oh, bit blurry. So Eze, Zaha, Edouard, Doucouré, Ayo. It's a very, very interesting. It could be a very, very interesting side. Are we going to cancel each other out? That is the question. 3-0 Toon says Lewis. I'm with you, mate. I've gone 3-1 for Newcastle United. Afternoon, mate. Can't believe Bruno back so soon. Get in. Come on, Newcastle. Be a great 3 point assist, and it's always a tough one in London. I'm with you. 3-1 win. I was going to jump on the watch line, but I've no idea who's doing what. Beth, if you're watching, Steve's doing the watch along, mate, on NFTV Extra. So go over to our second channel, guys, for 5:15. I'm just getting you in the mood. Little taster. Bruno's starting. Jesus Christ. Southampton are losing 1-0. Interesting. Someone fill me in on the scores. I actually haven't got them. Available to me. Let me see. Sorry if you can hear a dog in the background. That's really unfortunate. It is mad that Bruno's starting. Yeah, guys, I'm just doing a pre-match thing, okay? I haven't got comments off. Don't worry about a thumbnail. It's just a preview. It's just a live test. Don't worry about it. It don't mean nothing. I don't need a thumbnail. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Good result for the Toon. If Brighton lose, ignore me. They've just equalised. Nice one, Joe. Brighton 2-2. Brighton, to be fair, a draw's good also, but I wouldn't mind them getting a win today just to drive that gap between Liverpool and Chelsea even further, because they have been terrible. They've been absolutely terrible this season, haven't they? I cannot believe, and I genuinely mean this, and I say this with the utmost respect, because, you know, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much, but we are fully deserved to be where we are. Chelsea and Liverpool are tosh this season. They're nowhere near top 4 standard. Nowhere near. Can you imagine them playing in Europe next year with the way they've been playing this season? They'd be horrendous. Now they're fighting for Europa League, not let alone Champions League. They're worrying about getting Europa League. West Ham 2-0. Everton. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of fans. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. Bruno starts. I'm just going to keep saying it. Bruno. We've got Bruno in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. Botman at the back. Isaac in attack. Newcastle's got to win the Premier League. We've got Bruno in the middle. He knows exactly what we need. Botman at the back, Isaac in attack. Newcastle's going to win the Premier League. Oh, I'm in a good mood. Good mood. I apologise if that has hurt your eardrums. I apologise if you hate me now. If not, subscribe, like. I'm on one today. Very excited. Gutted I'm not at the game, but couldn't get tickets. Everton getting beat by 2. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? Fantastic. Oh, we love it. Love it. So, yeah, we are just 39 minutes out from kickoff. 5:30 kickoff at Crystal Palace. Lee is down there today making that trip. He's staying down Southend to head over to the Southampton game, so he's going to be enjoying some time in Southampton and Bournemouth after this Crystal Palace game today, to be down there for Southampton on Tuesday evening. Hopefully we get a result today, and hopefully we can get a result on Tuesday. Do you know what? Just thinking about that, because with such an important game on Tuesday, is anyone else even more surprised that Bruno's starting? I am. Forest 1-1. Bloody hell. Interesting. How's that affecting the table at the moment? How's that affecting the table at the moment? Let's have a quick look. Premier League standings. Let's get them up live. So, Brighton are currently sitting on 31 points with this draw. Aston Villa are 1-0 up against... Oh, who are they playing today? Don't even realise. Oh, they're playing Southampton, aren't they? Okay. So that still keeps them out of the top 10. But, oh, isn't it funny? Who have Chelsea got next? Fulham. Fulham are more than capable of beating Chelsea. More than capable of beating them. If they do, and if Aston Villa move on and beat Leicester next week, which again is a possibility, Chelsea will drop into the bottom half of the table. That's hilarious. Hilarious. Everton in the mud. His ankle healed up real quick. Didn't it just Tiger Studios? Lewis York, I can't wait to see. Dinosaur Arms get relegated. So we'll do the T-Rex. Let's do the Pickford. Oh, we've got Bruno in the middle. Oh, good to have you all with me. I'm going to be live for another 7 minutes before Steve goes over to NFTV Extra. He'll be over there doing the watch along. If you're not already subscribed to NFTV Extra, we have moved the watch alongs over there for a small amount of time, just because we're putting quite a few match day videos out on the channel. So we don't want to clog it with loads of stuff, and I'll probably get told off for going live on here today, but it is what it is. Yeah, go into the YouTube search bar, type NFTV Extra, and that's our sister channel, our second channel. We've got loads of different content on there as well, loads of snippets. Steve does lots of stuff on there as well. Steve does plenty of watch-alongs that aren't Newcastle related, so lots of from the French league, lots from German leagues, etc., etc. He's a football encyclopedia, isn't he? So he does lots and lots on there. Bruno Guimaraes starts for Newcastle United as they take on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park in what should be, for me personally, I think it should be a pretty comfortable time, but that's just me being a bit over the top. I know that it's never an easy game against Crystal Palace. There's just something about this side. It's been almost 2 years since Crystal Palace have beaten Newcastle. Back in 2021, it's been very close since then. A couple of draws, a couple of 1-0 wins for Newcastle United. But today, I just feel we've got more about us to be on the front foot for the full 90 minutes. And if not, it could be an Eddie Howe masterclass, absorbing lots of pressure from Eze, Ayew and Zaha, and hitting them on the break late, which is not what I want. I think I want us to go out on the front foot and get this done. Like I said in the video, if you just come to me, we've had plenty of chances to win some of these games 2-3, 4-0 as of late, but we've just not taken those chances. Today, I've got a feeling that everything's going to click, and we're going to be able to do the business. Agent Lamps could be out tonight. Their fans will be pissed off beyond belief. Honestly, I know that we have all of our content to come, and please watch it, because Lee put so much effort into the editing on the evening of the game finishing. But once you've done that, get yourself over to Twitter Spaces and listen to the absolute fucking meltdown that Everton fans are going to have, and enjoy it, because the way that they've treated their players, and the way that Newcastle fans and Manchester United fans and all other fans have been lambasted in the media for being angry at their owners and angry at their managers and being a bit verbally abusive. Not too abusive, but a bit verbally abusive. Everton fans, these little rats, want to chase footballers and stop their cars and put barricades in the road and try and drag them out of their cars and give them abuse and then start like shitting themselves. I couldn't wish it upon a better club. Shit staying on the Premier League they are. That's what Everton are. Fuck them. Fuck them. And fuck Jordan Pickford. I'm surprised Bruno's playing. I would expect he would have played on Tuesday. Yeah, that's what I mean. I genuinely am surprised. I thought, even if he was fit enough to play today, I thought Eddie would have rested him just because of the potential of, aggravating it or hurting him again. And then with it being such an important game on Tuesday, it's interesting, isn't it? It's very, very interesting. Maybe it was nowhere near as bad as what we first thought, or they've just decided to shit out it in the media. Just mind games. It's mind games. It really is. As I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think the score is going to be if you haven't already. It's we are currently 32 minutes out before kickoff, and if you're just joining me, head on over to NFTV Extra shortly to join Steve for the watch along and full reaction of the game. You'll have Johnny doing the instant match reaction, I believe. Then Lee will be there with the last word, and I don't know if he's doing scoring the players, or we might do one on the channel. I'm not sure, but I'm sure we will let you know via socials should that be the case. If you're expecting a Newcastle United win, where are you expecting the goals to come from? Let me know in the comments. I'm just going to check something, guys. We've got Bruno in the middle. Apologies if you can just hear my little man having a little bit of a meltdown in the background there. For some reason, some of the comments aren't coming through on my WhatsApp, but I'm just checking the chat. We need players, we do. They deserve to be relegated, I agree. 4-0, says Fopper Trotter. James, hello mate, I hope you're well. Matty Kelly says 0-0 draw. Fair enough. It's been, it has been that way quite a few times in between us and Crystal Palace. I'm very dark, aren't I? I need to turn the light on, but I'm jumping off very shortly. As I've said, head on over to NFTV Extra, guys, to join Steve, and I think Beth might be jumping on as well for the watch along over there, and I'm sure we're gonna have a fantastic day. Hopefully. Let me just turn the ISO up one more time on this, just so you can see me a little bit better. His ankle healed up really quick. It did. 3-2 Newcastle. Isaac winner again. Love that. Still 50-50 about Anthony Gordon. Yeah, I mean, I've said on a tweet, you know, I'm not going to judge him until he's had we do end up signing him, until he's had substantial time under Eddie Howe, because, you know, there was lots of us that were probably underwhelmed by signings that we made previously, and they've been fantastic under him. So I appreciate why people wouldn't want Anthony Gordon at Newcastle United, and genuinely can empathise with that, because I feel exactly the same to a certain extent. But I'm not going to judge him as a footballer until he's played under Eddie Howe, if we do end up signing him. And I'll be honest, from what plenty of people have said, and, you know, some things that we've also had, I do think that Anthony Gordon will be the person that we sign. And I appreciate that fans aren't going to be overly happy about that. But Eddie Howe, he hasn't put a foot wrong yet, has he? He hasn't. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, James, it's been a long time, mate. It's been a long time since I've been on here as well. Good to have you in. Gordon, no, would cause problems. Schar can't defend him from all the trouble he brings. Fair enough. I think I'm the only one that wants him. Brian, no, I wouldn't say that, mate. There are people that want him, and I think, like I said, you know, I'm not here sat here thinking, oh, you know, let's not sign him. If Eddie Howe wants to sign him, and the backroom staff want to sign him, and the club want to sign him, then they see potential and they see something that they can work with. Eddie Howe's yet to be wrong, and I think he's afforded, and maybe a little bit on Chris Wood, a little bit, but I think people have been genuinely harsh towards him. I think he's offered more than just the goal threat, obviously, because that's been lacking. But I actually think he's brought the wingers into play very well, and he's stepped up to the plate when he's had to. So I'm actually happy with what Chris Wood has done. However, I'm sure people will have the complete opposite opinion, which is fine. But yeah, I just think Eddie Howe's more than afforded a buffer of bad decisions, if that makes sense, because we're yet to have any in my eyes. We really are. Yeah, so that is it, guys. If you haven't already, do me a huge favour, smash the like button. We've only been live for half hour, or 25 minutes. I did go live just before, but I completely cocked up the chat and the audio, etc. So I do apologise. But moving forward, I'm probably going to do this for the away games. Probably won't be able to do... Well, actually, I'll probably do them on the morning of home games as well. I think I'll try and make this a bit more of a mainstay on the channel. Just a half hour to 45 minute match preview live. And we'll see how things go, and starting improving the graphics, etc. But yeah, ignore that lineup. You know, it took me a while. Look how gorgeous it looks. Because I wasn't expecting Bruno to play. Now I'm over the moon because Bruno starts. But you ruined my graphics, Bruno. I hope you know that. So yeah, it's been your boy Carl. We are kicking off in just under half an hour, so about 26 minutes till kick off. Join Steve over on NFTV Extra in the next 10 minutes. Can't wait to speak to you all after the result today. Hopefully it's a positive one. Can't wait for the game against Southampton on Tuesday, and I can't wait for the game a week on Tuesday at St James's Park against Southampton to hopefully book a place in the final of the Carabao Cup, hopefully. But first, we've got Crystal Palace to deal with in what's some will argue will be a tough fixture. I think that we're going to be quite comfortable. Newcastle United, Crystal Palace, Bruno Guimaraes starts. If you haven't already, smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, get yourself over to NFTV Extra, join Steve, watch along, coming up very short.